Hello, water signs. Welcome to the Black-Hearted Oracle. Before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course, my beautiful ancestors. Now, what you see laid before you is a weekly spread Medz, and what that is this is coming from the 5th of January to the 11th of January. Let me see if that's correct. The date wise. Yeah, the 5th to the 11th. Now this is for Cancers, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, first what this is in front of you is the heart of the matter for the week of the 5th through the 11th of January 2020. Now what I found so interesting is the fact that the eclipse mermaid came out, and it's happening on the 10th, and it is an eclipse. So I think that is very important. So I'm going to leave this out for all signs for the week, just because of that significance. Okay. It says, this energy shift you're about to experience needs preparation. No effort, no force, but it helps to be ready. Watch addictions and gossip. Who you spend time with and how they influence you. This is a magnificent time to start new health regimes, particularly if you are wishing to reduce addictions that are unhealthy. There's no real avoiding life and the planets and the galaxy's energy shifts. You can work with these amazing powers. The worst choice is to fight the energy and refuse to try something new. What will you choose as your own personal eclipse approaches? A deeply emotional, energetic shift akin to that of a powerful full eclipse is taking place in your life. There could be revelations, scandals, and truths being told. You may feel the urge to change what you thought you wanted to do with your life. If you are on your path, your own soul path, everything that takes place will be good and right, even if it is disruptive. If you have not placed your feet on the path, this time may feel more disruptive, tumultuous, and surprising. Any changes at this time will bring you closer to who you truly are. Resistance is futile. Wow. Okay, so that's what we're all looking forward, even though this is a water signs reading. Now, from the Romance Angel deck, you have Free Yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. The Turtle, 10, which is also 10 here, endings and beginnings, and that's double here. So it's Mother Earth, it's Ground Yourself, Fairy Realm, Doorkeeper, Water and Earth. So that's your stability and your emotions, which is funny because the previous solar eclipse we had was in, what's that, Cancer? And then this one is in Capricorn. Okay. Honor creative source, slow down your pace. And this is renewal. I wasn't planning to read these out of the book, but okay. It says, what appears to be an end may not be one after all. This may turn into a remarkable opportunity. Trust that whatever is coming is better than what you have known to this point. Am I positive in face of change or defeat? Am I ready to step into the new me? Sourcing from a more beneficial place, feeling in the dark, change in circumstances, unexpected blessings, regeneration, awakening, and fortune. Okay, so whatever is going to happen, I mean, it's going to be time for you to really stand on your square right here, because you have to free yourself from whatever is keeping you stuck and stranded. You know, because the eclipse mermaid, she speaks of having to go out and find a new home because people around her hubris led to the destruction of her home. You know, so whether the hubris people are you, you know, or it's people around you, it's coming, it's a time for an end of that. 10-10, it's endings and beginnings, double down. Okay? Okay, so this is for Cancer. It says religious factors. Wear a mask, raccoon, 46, and 43 spider. Right? And it's religious factors. It says your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And it says raccoon, wear a mask as needed, eat more fruits and veggies, put to sleep what does not work, transformation, or transform yourself, dexterity and disguise, life behind the mask, or use life behind the mask. And this is spider, and it's saying infinite possibilities of creation. Male, female, physical and spirit, eternal plane of creation, and the balance of the past and the future. So it's equally balanced. It's the cyclical energies of 8. And creativity, where weaver of faith. And it's all about your perception. So whatever ending, is going to take place, it's going to leave you in a place of renewal. Just like with the shallow grave right here, as you miss someone. Like, are you missing who you are, your true self? Because remember, this card speaks of a powerful energy shift, and for you to be yourself. And this one is also telling you about transformation. And while you're going through that, you might want to keep that hidden away from people so they can't destroy what you're trying to create. And you're going to have to look at your life from a different, or the situation with different perceptions, because of whatever faith is being tested right here. It's going to be necessary, right, for you to perceive things differently. And remember that you have the possibility of creating whatever you need and want, because this is creativity of the weaver of faith, right? So, okay. Why is shallow grave here for Cancers? Why is shallow grave here for, oh, wow. 2 of air, indecision. Okay, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. Okay, so Cancers, it's like you're missing someone, but you're pretending that you don't. So not only is the person you're missing or the relationship laying in a shallow grave, but so are you. But it's telling you so many times here that it's time for you to transform out of that. Because there's butterflies here that, and here that also speak of transformation, and the raccoon speaks of transformation. Okay. What is this indecision? Got to get one more. What is this indecision? The other side of this indecision? What is the other side of this indecision? Ooh, okay. So we have the Queen of Earth, and that is make time for those around you, take sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Okay. And that is 5 of air, and this is, 5 of, and this is reversed, and it says, let me read it up. So it says, an unwise choice, learn what you can from the situation, review everyone's motives. But it's reversed, so, you don't want to make an unwise choice. And it says, competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Yeah. See, you're having conflict because you and somebody's religious factors are different. It could be the spiritual walk. It could be a choice in lifestyles, and you're having this thing of, do you want to be stable? Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Sorry, Cancers. Okay, do you want to be stable on your own? Be thoughtful and creative, warm and sensible? Or are you going to keep in this 5 of Wands energy and then end up in the 5 of air energy? What are these religious factors for Cancers? Yeah, so, okay. It says intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Events that occur with great speed. take time to carefully review options, creative solutions. And this is the Knight of Air. So this is also like somebody rushing in to argue. Tell me more about this Knight of Air and religious factors, please. Tell me more about this Knight of Air and religious factors, please. Tell me more. Yeah. Okay, so if you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, right? This person is waiting on abundance. You know, they're wanting things to, looking very good, to have patience with time and to make long-term plans. So, you know, maybe the religious factors is somebody believes in the haste of things, right? Of hurrying up and get it done, and the next person knows that you got to put in the work in order to get it done. And they're waiting on their ships to come in with the work that they're doing. And maybe this is causing a problem, you know, because somebody is impatient. What does Cancer's perception need to change about? Okay, passions. Yeah, and the High Priestess. So, I mean, I'll just say, because they always say this is like the side piece card as well. You know what I mean? But not to me. To me, the High Priestess is the one who knows. You know, she's the one who, like, knows everything. She's guided by her inner wisdom. She's guided by, you know, protecting Mother Earth and, you know, the sustainer. And she's in tune with Father Creator and the ancestors. She's fully grounded. But you need to change your perceptions about being this way and, like, knowing what your passions are and going after them. What's this spider about? Why is the spider's protective energies here for Cancers? Why is the spider's protective energies here for Cancers? Why is the spider's protective energies here for Cancers? Yeah, strength. You have to have strength to cut out anything in your life that's not, you know, speak up in your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations, right? Because you have the power to create whatever you want, but you have to have the strength to pursue these passions. Okay. Why does Cancers need to wear a mask? Why is this raccoon protection image? Ooh, buzzer. Okay. Because there's a love here. Oh yeah, Lord. Okay. There's going to be transformation in your life, Cancer. Because, you know, I mean, Cancers are also dealing with the moon, right? And you had this eclipse fairy. So sometime around the 10th, there's going to be a love offer, you know, or the fact maybe your personal power energy shift will be the fact that you realize that you need to pick up your own cup for yourself. And that's going to create a tower moment, you know, because you're going to be feeling so overburdened. Okay, Cancer, at the end we have closing guidance, but I'm going to... So Cancer, it's like you're going to have to prep yourself really, really well this week, because it's like a lot of things are going to be coming upon you. Right? But you have to change your perception and know that you have the creative energy to get through this. Because remember, the eclipse fairy talked about you being on your path. And if you're not on your path, then that would be more disruptive for you. Okay. It says calling in your soulmate. It says your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you two together. And it says love yourself first. It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And 44, the hummingbird, it says good things coming. Be playful, be present, courageous and flexible, small but strong, lifting negativity, swift response quickly, joy and happiness, independence, tenacity, determination, and adaptability. The next one you have is 36 lizard, and it's break from the past, detached from life, dreaming, dream log, dream vision, intuition, separate from others and separate from others to accomplish what you want. And it says 30, rabbit. It says don't box yourself in. The goddess Astoria, also dealing with the moon. So again, another reference to the eclipse, right? And it's fertility, new life. It's leaps and bounds in endeavors. It's planned wisely and recheck. And it's, yeah, eat a vegetarian diet. And you're looking for expansion, you know, and you have sweet memories, right? Because remember, this says separate yourself from others to accomplish what you have to. So Scorpio, it seems like you're going to have to be able to take yourself out of what's going on, you know? And just like how she has the wings of a butterfly, transformation is required for these sweet memories. You're going to have to transform them and don't let them be sorrowful but sweet. You know, because you want to call in your soulmate, but you have to realize that self-love is the best love. So if you're calling in someone into your life to try to fill a void, don't do that to yourself. The first thing you should do is try to love yourself and respect yourself. And then that automatically will call somebody in for you. And you'll get the expansion that you're looking for. But remember, it's telling you that you have to separate yourself from others. And that doesn't mean that if you're in a committed bond that you should leave your partner. I'm not saying that, but sometimes we do have to separate our energies a little bit in order to work on the things that we need to work on. Excuse me. Because we all only have these 24 hours in a day. So you're going to have to know, what are you giving your dreams to? Oh gosh. Because there's good things coming, you know, but you have to be present, not stuck in the past with these memories. Now, why is sweet memories here for Scorpio? Why is sweet memories here for Scorpios? Why is sweet memories here for Scorpios? Oh, 5 of Earth. See, yeah, you're feeling left out in the cold, Scorpios. I'm so sorry. Why do Scorpios have to love themselves first? Why do Scorpios have to love themselves first? Okay, justice. It says fair and justice decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Yeah, Scorpio, I mean, the only way for you to get justice is by loving yourself first and having a lot more self-respect. You know? What is this expansion? What is... Yeah. It's falling in love, a wedding proposal, the need to balance emotions, the invitation to a social event, right? So through maybe you going out somewhere after you have balanced your emotions, because remember, you have to love yourself first, and that's how you get your justice, right? And you can't box yourself in with always like leaning on another person to fill voids, because you only end up getting lessons when you do that and end up having memories, you know. As pretty as she looks so sad in her eyes, you know, because she's left out in the cold. Yeah, but you'll get the 10 of Earth, the expansion that's needed. But again, you can't box yourself in, because there's a new life waiting for you. But you have to plan and be wise with loving yourself as a foundational principle in your life. You know, and you got to stay present, because you have good things coming to you. You have a lot of joy, you have a lot of happiness, and you have a lot of abundance. And, you know, you'll get to fall in love, because when you balance yourself and you give yourself the justice that's needed, you automatically draw in someone who is balanced, who's ready to love, and who can offer you this 10 of Pentacles as you offer it to them. Okay, Scorpio, remember that we have closing guidance for you guys, so stick around if you need to, or skip forward. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Scorpio. I'm going to shuffle these cards because I just realized that I didn't shuffle before I did your reading. So I'm going to ask if there's any other messages that Scorpios need to hear. You know, tell me whatever Scorpio needed to hear that didn't come across in that last reading. Put it in place. And Ace of Fire was giving me trouble, so I just want to point out that, you know, your passions are very necessary for your creativity. Okay, here we go. Any other messages? Oh, okay. Okay. Unwise choice. Learn what you can from the High Priest. Okay. Well, this was reversed. You have two major arcana already. Why is the Magician here for Scorpios? Why is the Magician here for Scorpios? Four of Water. Yeah. So, again, there's someone whose emotions are out of whack, and they're missing opportunities because of this imbalanced emotions, right? And it's a water sign, so I'm gonna say that it's you, Scorpio. Unless you are dealing with another Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. I'm sorry. Yeah, but there's an opportunity here, but you don't want it. Why is this Four of Water here? Because you want to manifest something totally different. You're tired of manifesting these Five of Air energies that only leads to unwise choices and back and forth bickering and, you know? Yeah. You don't want it because you want balance. You know, this is with a Sagittarius, but if you're not dealing with a Sagittarius, what this is saying is that you want balance and you want success. So you're going to miss that offer that's coming in with this emotionally manipulative person if it's not you. Why is the King of Water in reverse? Why is the King of Water in reverse? Ten of Water. A contented and rewarding family life. If your emotional and materials are met, trustworthy relationships. Okay, yeah, so exactly. You're this is what you want, you know? And I guess you're realizing that you can't get that within the situation that you're in, right? Why is the King of Water reversed with the Ten of Water? Oh yeah, I see. The Knight of Water, it says falling in love or wedding proposals need the need to balance emotions. And it's the King of Earth, a successful time, confidently accept opportunities you're offered with the Midas touch. You have the Midas touch, but this person right here is very analytical, very in their head, because they're not wanting this right here. This right here, sorry. They're wanting to move forward with another offer, you know, with somebody they can have a successful time with, that they can have this Ten of Water with and be successful. Okay, Five of Air. Okay, yeah, there's apologies. So somebody is just like, you know what, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, like, we can't come together, right? Yeah, see? Messages. And the Magician, so I'm taking the Magician as you. So you're sending messages to somebody like, yo, I'm sorry at the petty fighting, but I'm looking for balance. I'm looking for success. So whatever offer you're offering is not good enough. Now, why is the Hermit here in reverse? Okay. Seven of Earth, Four of fire, 7 of fire, and 9 of water. Exactly. The Hermit is in reverse, right? Because you haven't gone on your healing quest yet. Because you've been waiting on a balanced family life. You know, because remember, you had calling in your soulmate, right? So you haven't been able to go through the healing yet because you're still calling on your soulmate. But with this structure that you're looking, there's only been sneakiness and like backstabbing and, you know, backbiting. Like, this is somebody who tells you that they love you, but they go in your purse and steal $200. Like, you know what I mean? This is like a sneaky person. And they're getting wish fulfillment out of it. What can we close with this Scorpios, please? Nobody gets such a lot of grief. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so your wish fulfillment is going to, when you turn this upright, right? Because this is a world. This is the ending of a cycle. And from this ending of the cycle, you're going to get a relationship that continues to grow closer. But you're going to have to be an emperor and use your magician powers to gain this balance and success. But first you have to do the healing. Okay, Scorpios, thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, now this one is for Pisces. Oh, water signs are going through it, huh? Sorry. I have really bad sinuses, and when it gets cold, and I was doing some cleaning earlier, so all the chemical smells totally messes me up. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Man. And then if I take Benadryl, it makes me sleep. Boy, okay. Justice. But we're going to put it back because I didn't really get to ask anything, Pisces. Okay. What's up for Pisces? I'm just shuffling. Alright, Pisces. It says this could be the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. And you have 34 for gross. Or grouse, however you pronounce that bird. And it says the oldest known personal power totem. Enlightenment. And it says personal power, vision, sacred spiral, sacred dance. And you have 5, the bear. Introspection leads to answers. Goddess Armites. The 7 color rays. Lunar ties. Caution, healing, and leadership. Again, with the lunar ties, you know. So, again, this week is going to be very, very fundamental for everyone involved. Okay? And it says, create with song, a record keeper, the whale 41, sorry, which is 5 change, you know? And it says, don't get lost in... don't get lost in your imagination. Balance inner and outer world. Creative, inner depths. And inspiration and inner creativity. And carnivorous flower fairy. And it says a tempting offer has a high price. And this one is talking about being energy vampires. Or being surrounded by energy vampires. You know, people who are just there for an opportunity are using you as a source. Something that they can feed off of. And there's nothing you can do about that because that's their nature. Or that could be you, which I would hope not. Please don't be. And then this is grief. You know, this is feeling the loss of something and really having to feel it in order to be able to come to a place of peace. And also acceptance of exactly who you are. You know, not because you've been associated with someone who is an energy vampire and who's been sucking you dry emotionally, physically, financially, probably, you know, means that you feel less of a person or less than because of this. You know, because you got to remember that you've already met the person that you seek, even though this says romantic partner. So you just have to use caution, though, because maybe the person that you're seeking is yourself. Okay, why is the carnivorous flower fairy here for Pisces? Why is the carnivorous flower fairy here for Pisces? The moon. It says important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears and hold you back. Why is the moon here with the carnivorous flower fairy? Why is the moon here with the carnivorous flower? The devil. Yeah, exactly. So somebody has got you bound, you know, through whether it's passion or through manipulation, but somebody has you bound and you're unaware. It's like you're unaware of what's going on. But again, with the moon card, you know, this moon, this eclipse is meant to be a very powerful time. You're like, you know, it hasn't happened. The alignments of the planets haven't happened this way in a while. So it's very, yeah, it's coming to do some work, right? So why is the grief card here for Pisces? Why is the grief card here for Pisces? 6 of air. Okay, yeah, things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So yeah, you're going to be moving to calmer waters, but through that, that's going to bring some sadness, but you just have to go through it. Yeah, and this is here, because this is where I was thinking, even though I didn't say it. But even if we put it here, it's still the same thing. It's acceptance, you know, of the heartache. It says, can great sadness take time to heal? The need to forgive yourself and others. And it says, this is the death card. And this is the end of a phase or a situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. You know, and I just want to point out that this moon is in Capricorn, right? So maybe what it's telling you is that by time this eclipse happens with the moon in Capricorn, right?